Good afternoon. Here is a quick tutorial on the strategies that we're going over for multiplication. The first one is the box method. So what we want to do is we want to draw a square here or a box and go ahead and break apart these numbers, which is 30 and 4, 50 and 6 on this side. So it's a lot like the algorithm we're breaking apart here, and we're learning the same steps as the algorithm, but not yet there. We'll get there next week. So the first thing that we do is we go 5 times 4, which is 20, but it's actually 50, so we need to add another 0 there to make it 10 times bigger. 5 times 3 equals 15, but I need to add 2 zeros, which is actually making it 100 times bigger. Now what I want to do is I want to go 6 times 4, which is 24, and I want to line these up in the 1s and the 10s. Then 6 times 3, which is 18, and then add a 0 to make it 10 times bigger. Again, I'm adding the 1s, 10s, hundreds, making sure that those are in a line because I'm going to add now. 4 plus 0 is 4, 2 plus 0 is 2, and then 2 to make that 224. Then I'm going to add down here 0, 8, 6, 1. So there I have my two add-ins. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, make that 1,680 plus 224. Here we go. Now let's go ahead. There's 4. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. Plus 2 is 9. Make the comma there. Bring down the 1. Our answer is 1,904. So this is known as the array or the box method. The array or box. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is breaking apart. So we have 34 times 56 is our factor. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go 30 times 50. And this really shows the kids what we're doing, the students what we're doing here. Then our next step is we're going to go 30 times 6. Then our next step is 4 times 50 and 4 times 6. And if you look, if I multiply these, all right, so that is 1,500. Then I multiply here, that's 180. Multiply there, that's 200. Again, I'm lining up, and then that's 24. And then I can go ahead and add this down. If I add this down, that equals 1,904. If you notice, these products are the same as these products. So we're really breaking apart. This really helps the students understand whenever we go on to this, which is the algorithm, 34 times 56. That's 6 times 4 is 24. I'm going to carry the 2. And this really isn't 6 times 3. It's 6 times 30 because they see that up there. So they really start to understand the value of multiplication. And they can do front-end estimation real quick to understand that my answer needs to be around, if I go 6 times 30, that it probably needs to be around 1,800. Or if I go 5 times 3, which is 50 times 30 is 15, and then add 2 zeros, my answer needs to be around 1,500. And 1,900 is pretty close. So we're going to go 6 times 3, which is 18, plus 2, which is 20. And then I can go ahead and I'm going to cross this out and cross this out, make a 0 here. 5 times 4 is 20, carry the 2. And then 5 times 3 is 15, which is 50 times 30, really, plus 2 is 17. Then I can go ahead and add this up. Notice that I've placed the 1s, 10s, hundreds, and thousands in a straight line. I'm telling the students you need to be neat. You need to be neat. You need to make sure that the places are all lined up. We want to pay attention to detail. And you can see 1,904. If you look across here, what you can see is if I go here 200 plus 1,500, that equals 1,700. So I can see right there, and then 24 plus 180 equals 204. So I can check there. You can see that that box array is very similar here to the algorithm. So you can see how they're related. So there are 3 different methods that we're going to learn this week. Have a great weekend.